Yeah. Okay, so this was posted
Today I
by
signed an
Donald
executive order
Trump's
to launch
actual
the
account. Check this shit out. By the way, I am 150,000% in favor of exactly what this is.
Today I signed an executive order to launch the first ever self-deportation program for illegal aliens.
Damn right.
We are making it as easy as possible for illegal aliens to leave America. Any illegal alien can simply show up at an airport and receive a free flight out of our country. We have also launched a phone app called CBP Home. That's CBP Home, where illegals can book a free flight to any foreign country.
Somebody said this looked like AI, and I can see why they say that. It kind of does. I don't know why. It just looks kind of uncanny. I wonder if it's like the
As long
video
as it's
quality.
not here, you can go anywhere you want. We're also adding a very important exit bonus for illegals to further incentivize their self-deportation. This deportation bonus will save American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars.
This is we talked about this on one of my last streams where it's gonna say, like, even giving them like $4,000 in the ability to fly home, and then giving them like $1,000 to just give them cash will cost significantly less than arresting them and deporting them and all the bureaucratic bullshit. They can literally just leave. And now that the borders as closed as it is, it's a lot harder to get back. So I mean, is it going to be taken advantage of? Of course it is. But if you're an illegal and you want to leave the fucking country and you want to take this, I'm all in favor of this. This is the great part about it. So the reason I like this is because it no longer gives an excuse as to why a grandmother who's been here for 20 goddamn years can't go the fuck back home. No excuse. No excuse. You have no excuse. We are literally going to pay you to get the fuck out of here. You've got no excuse anymore. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Because this what it does is it takes the police action out of it. It's the same thing why I think traffic infractions shouldn't be a criminal thing with the police. It should be a monitored thing it should be a civil infraction until you like lose enough points so the police can come arrest you for driving without a license, essentially. This way you don't have people interacting with police. And what this will do is it will make less illegals who are going to get deported have to interact with ICE. They can literally just be like, oh yeah, I'll take that free flight. Like, I imagine that if ICE picks a bunch of people up, they will literally give them the option to do this. Hey, you know what? Look, tell you what, if you do this, we'll take you to the airport. We're not going to hold you. You're an illegal. We'll fucking set you up, dude. You need to go home and pick up a few things? Yeah, we could do that. Dude, I can't. This is the perfect like incentive program. Now maybe there's some shit that I don't understand where it'll like backfire in my face. I completely understand that may be a possibility. But the reason I like it is because it gets the police out of the business of doing deportation for just regular normal folk who don't want no trouble. They don't want to fucking be involved with the police. Nobody wants to go to fucking jail and be handcuffed and all this other bullshit. So they're like, fine, I'll just go the fuck home. Yes. Because and like I said, I imagine that if the police find you or the ICE find you in some place, they might offer you to do exactly this, rather than having them send you to a thing and have to hold you and then deport you themselves. I imagine they're going to offer this to quite a few people who ICE detains. Or potentially, maybe what they might do is that they might find these people, go to their homes, knock on their door and be like, hey, are you aware that you can go home for free? Yeah, here, take this, sign up for the app, and if you're not gone in a week, we'll be back. That's a perfect kind of incentive for this thing. Like I'm all in favor of it. If we can keep ICE from interacting with non-criminal illegal aliens, and when I say criminal, I mean like bad hombres, right? We're talking murderers, thieves, abusers, enslavers, the gang member dudes, right? Because, there are quite a few immigrants who the only law they really broke was coming here illegally, and maybe a few to get identity and stuff like that. Yes, I know it's bad, but they're, a good portion of them try to do mostly the right thing, and they, you got to do what you got to do to get by. We all understand this, but I don't like it. It needs to stop. Just because I understand it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be punished for it. But I'm willing to forego punishment if you just get the fuck out of here. 100% get the fuck out, and we're good. We're good. And like I said, it takes away the excuse anybody has for this. 20 years, lived here 20 years. Now you can, doesn't matter how fucking poor you are, doesn't matter what your situation is, sign up and get the fuck out. We'll pay for it. This is my tax dollars being used the way I want. Exactly.
Biden did to this country can never illegals are gone. It will save us trillions in America. They're remaining illegal, significant jail time, enormous.
Here we go.
Aliens who stay in America face punishments, including significant jail time,
yes,
enormous financial penalties, confiscation of all property,
yes,
garnishment of all wages,
yes,
imprisonment and
we will steal your shit,
and sudden deportation in a place and manner solely of our discretion.
Yes.
So to all illegal aliens who book your free flight now, we want you.
So he just handed somebody a sweetheart deal, and then took out a fucking gigantic stick and was like, he looks at the deal and then he looks at the stick. He looks at the deal, then he looks at the stick, and then he looks at you. That's great.
You out of America, but if you're really good, we're going to try and help you get back in. Thank you.
How's that? That's great, right? All right, so my dudes, my bros, my homies. I am, like I said, I cannot say how much in favor of this I am. It's like a great use of money. It saves money in the long run. Hopefully it does. It may not. You never know. But if I can find a way to get people to do the right thing on their own and it saves us money in the process, I'm down for that. This is what incentives are. This is how you do incentives. And so will there still be people who will be here illegally? Of course. But think about how much it's going to be lower if they know when they get caught, they're going to lose all their property, because that's what the Alien Enemies Act is, right? We went over it on the stream that if you're declared an alien enemy, you are allowed to get your property and have enough time to get your property managed and get out, right? That's under the Alien Enemies Act. So long as you're not a criminal. Exactly. So if you're a criminal, i.e. you committed the infraction of entering the country illegally, and you've probably committed a bunch of other crimes like identity theft and all kinds of other shit to be able to, fucking giving money to terrorist organizations like the cartels, that's technically a crime. Even though they're enslaving you, you're still doing it. Now, obviously, they shouldn't be punished for that. But my point is that you've done all this illegal shit. So by the very definition of the Alien Enemies Act, you are a criminal, alien, and an alien enemy on top of it. So they can basically do whatever the fuck they want with you. That's essentially the way the law is, the way the law seems to be written. So because it makes specific exceptions for alien enemies once the act is declared to give them time to leave.